Hey friends, this is Refat. Welcome to the channel. I have recently read an article by Whitney Berkman, and after reading it, in this video, I want to talk about the importance of living in the moment. The concept of slow and intentional living is familiar to us. However, it recently started to draw a lot of attention. Society seems to give credit to being busy, but the challenging idea of living a slow and meaningful life has become necessary for many. We were taught at a very young age that constantly being on the go is something to be proud of. People use being busy as some weird badge of honor. Maybe this is true, but also maybe we need to stop and think about our priorities instead. If we do not enjoy what we are constantly and repeatedly doing all day, every day, then what's the point of moving so fast? We thrive when we have time to process, space to think and dream, and when we adopt a slower pace with less stimulation. This is why the concept of slow and intentional living is so rewarding. Slow living can be also known as intentional living, simple living, or conscious living. It's essentially a way of life that places more emphasis on the meaningful, joyful, simple acts rather than doing for the sake of doing. Though the term slow living can mean approaching life quite literally at a slower pace, it more accurately describes the attitude and mindset that is adopted. It's the belief that faster isn't always better. Ultimately, slow living is extremely beneficial for our health, mental health, and even the planet's health, as it encourages us to live more mindfully, to think about what we are doing rather than living on autopilot. It can improve how we relate to others, our jobs, the food we eat, and the words we speak. When we give ourselves that time and space, we reduce anxiety. The concept of intentional living invites meaning into our lives. Our task at hand has to be meaningful in some way for us to feel satisfied. We should only do things in life with intention, not wasting our precious and limited energy on meaningless activities. Another amazing side effect of living life more intentionally is the space created for more gratitude and appreciation. By slowing down, we are able to see what's right in front of us. You can try adding fewer things into your calendar each day, spreading out activities or tasks over a few days instead of all in one. By doing this, you will allow yourself the space to slow down. And when you slow down, become aware and consciously look around you. Notice the simple things that bring a smile to your face. Notice how enjoyable it is to have time to sit and watch the world go by. Slowing down when we are attempting to get something done isn't always easy, but it may allow you to deepen the enjoyment you feel from that activity. Or it may have you enjoying a task you do not particularly like. Think about why are you in the job you are in? Why do you participate in that sport? Why do you live where you live? These are big questions, but giving yourself some space to think about the why may enlighten you about things you would prefer to change, or it may reignite your passion for something taken for granted. The beauty of slow and intentional living is that it can look widely different from one person to another. You have to connect with yourself and discover what works best for you. Life can seem as overwhelming, but it is simply made up of moments, and how you spend those moments is where you create meaning, joy, and fulfillment. Slow living isn't about living the perfect life or following strict rules about what you can and cannot do. It's simply a mindset. It's simply space. It's simply intention. We have long struggled with the idea that we live wrongly compared to others. So let's just stop comparing our lives. Let's slow down.